Stormwood and Associates is a production of the Nerd and Tie Podcast Network. For more podcasts from actual play to true crime to witchcraft, go to nerdandtie.com or join our community on Discord by finding an invite at nerdandtie.com/discord. Over 100 years ago, the dark wizard Hollowell prophesied his return, but Sheriff Aesop Stormwood swore his descendants would stop him. He created Stormwood and Associates with the sole purpose of defeating Hollowell in the future. It failed. Now the young Raz, Stormwood, and her friends have been framed for a crime they didn't commit, and they've escaped to the Morris Halata Underground. Today, still wanted by the government, they survive operating on the edge of society. If you have a problem, they can solve it. But don't get in their way, or else you might get caught in the eye of the storm. Stormwood and Associates stars Gen Proc as Raz Stormwood, Nick Izumi as Bill Carpathia, Kyle Johnson as Tristan Babbitt, and Trey Dorn as NK and Kel O'Reilly. Previously on Stormwood and Associates. So Mara's been kidnapped by vampires. Right now, Babbitt and Raz are off trying to make the drop of all of Mara's blood fridges that she apparently stole from the vampires. And Bill and NK have infiltrated the vampire lair and are currently, well, they're not doing great. You are now in a fully illuminated room full of coffins with at least one vampire trying to go to sleep in here.
Okay. I'm going to try to sneak out of the room.
Okay. So there's one door.
Mm-hmm.
And you're gonna go out this door?
Gonna try. Gonna try.
Okay. Roll me a d10.
4.
Okay. You exit the door and you as you exit the room, you see a flight of stairs that are in front of you, and standing at the foot of those stairs is a vampire in a bucket hat.
For the love of Pete.
My name's Steve. What are you doing here?
I got lost looking for the bathroom. This is not a good bathroom.
Now, how did you even get... What? No, it's the coffin room where we keep the coffins.
Yeah, figured that out just now. And I feel really awkward about it.
Wait, you're like... Oh, wait, does he see NK who's behind you? Nope. You're one of the Stormwood people, aren't you?
No.
Yeah, dude.
Come on, man.
Come on, man, me?
Can't you just look the other way? I got lost.
You got lost.
I got lost.
So you're just like sneaking into where we sleep. Where's Peyton?
I don't even know who Peyton is.
She just went in there. What did you do to Peyton?
I didn't do anything. I tried to sneak past so she could get some sleep. She sounded pretty pissed.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've been dealing with that, Mara, and you know what she's like, right? Like, I mean...
Oh my god, yeah, she lives with...
her.
I lived with her. No,
Yeah.
I get it. She's a lot. She's a lot to deal with.
Like, she stole everything for the harvest, man. It's the worst.
Everything? She's... what do you mean? Like, how much did she steal? What are we talking?
Like, all the reserves for the harvest?
Oh my god. Seriously?
Right? It's a big deal.
That's incredibly rude on her part.
Right?
This has been a So, I just want to get this... I'm really sorry that you've had all these issues. Like, I just want to get this taken care of, so, like, this will be off your hands. That makes sense? Like, I just want to get all of this...
Dude.
I just want to take her off your hands, because no one else should have to deal with this. I don't think I should have to deal with this, honestly.
All right, so let's go back to Babbitt and Raz. I'm not. Car is just like I'm not gonna. Of course, I'm gonna give you back your friend. What kind of person do you think I am?
I think you're a liar. And I'd like to...
Oh, I'm a liar. I'm a liar. You send your little thief friend to steal all of our reserves, and I'm the liar.
I didn't send her to do shit. She went on her own.
Sure. So you're telling me that you're in charge of your little group, and one of your people was doing things without you knowing.
She's got her own thing going on.
So what you're saying is it is your fault, but it's because of a failure of leadership.
No.
I don't know.
No, it is. It is. I'm a shitty leader. You happy? You fucking happy?
No, I don't have my blood.
And you're not gonna get it unless we get Mara back. So unless she's in that truck, or in that van, you ain't getting any more of this blood back.
I get in our truck.
Okay, so let's go back to Bill in the basement. Steve just looks at you. So I'm gonna go upstairs. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go upstairs and I'm gonna go call the boss and tell her you're here.
The boss is already dealing with my boss. Do you really want... Look...
Yeah, dude.
I'm trying not to make this... This situation is gonna... Do you think she's gonna be happy with you if, while you were on guard here, just some random person from Stormwood ended up in the coffin room?
I'm not on guard for the exterior. It's not my job to keep people out. I mean, Peyton might get in trouble, but...
Do you really want Peyton to get in trouble?
Look, let me tell you, if Peyton could possibly get in trouble with Carr, it would have already happened by now.
That kind of favoritism? Seriously?
I mean, boss has a type.
Look, man, just... Can you look the other way for me just this one time, please?
No, I'm gonna go upstairs and we're gonna...
How about I come with you?
Yeah, you're gonna come with me. Yes, good, fine. We're gonna... Both of us are gonna go upstairs right now.
Yeah.
and we're gonna go call my boss together. And if you want, you can call your boss too. We can do a little boss call, okay?
I just really think that we need to get this whole thing is gonna be, I don't know. I just want to get this taken care of, What if your boss doesn't want to get distracted right now?
Dude, we're going upstairs. All right.
Fine.
I don't want to get left working at Hot Topic. Okay? Leroy's going to get left working at Hot Topic. All right. You go upstairs. From here, you can hear probably the edge of music from the club. You are in a large room with kind of a bunch of couches and a whole lot of vampires. And tied up in the corner is Mara.
Jesus.
Roll me a D10, Bill.
3. Damn it.
Okay. Yeah, you see you're just really distracted by the large number of vampires and Mara sitting there tied up in the corner.
Do I at least have the wherewithal to just turn on my comms so that they might be able to hear something, or?
Oh,
as far as we know, your comms have been on this whole time.
Yeah, your comms have been on this whole time.
Yeah. So I can hear everything.
Yeah.
Wait, so you're telling me Mara was back here this whole time?
Where did you think we were keeping her?
That's just my boss went to go, pick her up somewhere else.
Look, man, it's right, but I don't know if you noticed, and he kind of gestures, and so now you notice that there are a number of gateway circles on the ground.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a neat trick.
Yeah, you can just put a gateway circle in the back of a van, dude.
Yeah, I never would have thought of that. Nor do I know anyone who would have thought of that. Huh. I guess that makes sense.
Ask them to take you to their boss.
Alright, fine. You might as well just turn me over anyway. Where is your boss right now? I should probably just own up to my screw up.
Alright, so let's go back to Raz and Babbitt. And Car just sighs. Okay, fine. I'll show you your little friend. Okay?
Okay.
And she goes behind the van's parked with its front towards you. She goes behind the van and goes in.
Babbitt's already moving because he knows that she's not in there.
He's driving away already?
Yep.
But okay, she's waving her. So you're driving away, okay? All right. We're gonna roll a little thing here then.
You should know by now that Babbitt is an agent of chaos.
I know. It's just this. She was literally about to go get Mara, but
she's in the vampire base.
Right. But okay. Okay, so roll me initiative, Babbitt and Raz.
Oh, jeez.
10.
13.
Okay, you said 10, Babbitt?
Yep.
All right, Raz has got 13. All right. She goes first. So, Babbitt, as you begin driving away, a sudden rush of wind goes by the car, and she is going to do a sweet move in which she lifts up the front end of the car and just holds it still. Does that work?
Sure.
Afraid so.
I don't want it to, but I guess.
Yeah.
I don't like it when people are stronger than me.
She's a vampire.
I know. It's annoying.
You are not going anywhere with this blood. We're either making the trade, you're giving me the blood and dying. Which you want to do?
Why are you still pretending there's a trade?
I was gonna go get her. There's a gateway ward in the back of the van, you dumbass.
You said she was in the van.
I patted the van and you took it as implication that she was inside. It is
You
the
also
route to
literally
get
told-
her.
You also literally told your friend that, you weren't going to do this.
I say a lot of stuff. Just because I take a position doesn't mean I can't adjust it later in the moment. I can be flexible.
Okay. All right. Babbitt will get out of the truck.
Okay. Car dusts herself off. She's now covered in dirt and is very unhappy. Swear to God, this thing is dry clean only, and you're paying for that. Paying for that, you're paying for the window to my van. Does a little, finger eye thing where it, points at you. Except, I don't know, maybe it's a little intimidating with pink glowing eyes. She kind of walks off, shrugs, goes back to the van, goes into the back, and she materializes in the vampire headquarters. Looking exhausted. Bill, you now see a very bedraggled and annoyed looking Car Miller appear in one of the gateways. She takes one look at you and what are those two doing here? Two. She points at Bill. She points at NK. Just what?
I got lost.
I did not see this. They showed up in the coffin room.
Yeah, because I got lost.
Did Peyton not secure the teleportation wards, like the gateways? I can't tell you, boss. I don't know. I don't do that stuff.
Well, I can tell you definitely, as a magic user, I did not even mean to activate this ward. It just kind of went off. I'm sorry about that. I did not.
NK raises her hand. I 100% meant to activate it, and your security shit. She just shakes her head. Okay, so now I gotta decide what to do. So got all the blood. Got the blood still in the truck. got more of you idiots here.
Who are we calling idiots right now? Because I feel like,
I really don't want to waste my energy on, like, messing with your brain right now, because, like, it's a lot of work. And I got a whole situation going on with your boss, so what I'm going to do is, Steve, go wake up Peyton. Okay. Wait, how do you know she was asleep? If she's not in this room, she's asleep right now, this time of night. We all agree it's weird. We all don't care. Steve goes downstairs. All right, so, you, and you, she gestures to a number of vampires, stop those two from going anywhere.
Really?
And the rest of you, I need you to grab Mara here and come with me.
Rude.
And she literally 9 vampires grab Mara's chair that she's tied to, walk it over to the gateway ward, and time to clown car.
How much time does it take?
Probably as much time as it took them to say all that.
Yeah, just as much time as it took to say all that.
Okay, because I'm
I
wondering.
think we've got plans.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if I can do a thing while they're gone.
What thing do you want to do?
Something.
Absolutely.
Because I feel like Raz and Babbitt, though they don't know Wardsmith, would know enough to like, if you wipe away, or like if you get rid of part of the ward, it doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
So I feel like Raz would like climb in the back, see the ward, and be trying to make it not work.
Oh, okay.
Oh, all right.
So I'm wondering, like, how is the ward? Like, is it on carpet? Is it on?
So the back of the truck is all bare metal. All right. So
Okay.
it's a bare metal floor. It's bare metal walls, and the ward is obviously the ward is pretty obvious, but just roll me a d10.
Yeah.
You don't have time to totally investigate, so just roll me a d10.
No, I have a 1. I have no idea what it is or what it's for or whatever.
Okay. Is Babbitt looking?
No, Babbitt was going to do his other thing.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to... Like, I feel... Yeah, I guess, like, you see markings on the van, like, back there, but you can't tell what's a ward and what's decorative on a 1. Because you don't quite have enough time for, like, to do a full totally investigate.
And there's no, like, big obvious one?
Well, it would have been if you hadn't rolled a 1.
Well, fucking... I can't...
Right? I feel like I have to honor the 1.
I just threw my dice across the room.
Like,
if anyone heard that.
Like, literally any other roll, I probably would have, like, thrown you a bone there, but I feel like
We've been
I have
having
to...
really bad rolls
We're
tonight.
having really bad rolls, and
Yeah.
it's really annoying.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, it's okay. Trust me. The vampires have made some really shitty rolls, which has led to a lot of their social awkwardness. So you're not alone. This episode would have been much more conventional and less weird if the vampires had been rolling better. It's so Babbitt, what were you doing?
Okay, so Babbitt's gonna open up the gate of the truck.
Okay.
Move 2 of the blood fridges over to the edge, like hanging off the edge of the
tailgate?
Of the tailgate.
So as you push them out of the truck bed, they start to become visible.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Their doors are open. Got 2 blood fridges of glass jars set to, be easily pushed right off into onto the ground. I am holding these blood fridges hostage.
Oh boy. That reminds me, I'm going to have to roll initiative for Mara, probably. I got to find her character sheet on my list. I have it updated. It just...
Also, while we're taking a second, I got to go get my dice back. My cat is playing with it.
That's okay. I'm gonna take this... So, okay. Yeah, this episode has not gone any way that I expected it to go. Because the vampires have rolled terribly, and... you guys didn't do anything I expect. Like,
oh gosh,
Babbitt hiding at that moment, like, moved things in a very different direction.
We don't do railroads
combat.
here.
Oh, and we really don't. All right, so what's her? Okay, wow. All right.
Yeah, warning for any future guest GMs. Good luck.
All right. This is a weird show.
So Babbitt is like sitting on top of perched on top of the fridges, ready to like push them out.
So Raz, where in the back of the van are you?
I think she just like flung open the doors.
Okay, because I know that, because you've been back there looking for the wards. And
it's just kind of like looking around.
Yeah. Okay, so you didn't like crawl in.
Rolling a 1, I don't think she like really inspected that much.
Right. Yeah. No. Exactly.
It's just kind of a cursory glance.
So roll me a d10, Raz.
Okay, new dice. Let's see.
This is not a big deal if you fail or not.
Well, I got a 1, so that one's going in jail.
All right. So you miss all the warning signs that this ward has been activated.
Yep.
But you're fortunately not standing on it.
No, I'm behind.
So, you, Raz and Babbitt, you've already rolled initiative, so I'm going to keep those initiative scores. What happens is in the middle of this ward, just vampires start pouring out. With Carr in the lead, and then like 4 vampires all carrying Mara tied to a chair, and then just like 5 more vampires afterwards just all start piling out and literally just going by you. Like, if you had gotten into the van, you would have been thrown back by this with a 1, but because you were outside of the van, it's just like everybody just like goes by, like they're just ignoring you, I guess.
Cool.
But you also like don't get to like any opportunities to do anything to any of them.
Yep.
And just suddenly there is this like group of 9 vampires, 10 vampires, because Car's there, and they are all with Mara tied to like an office chair on wheels in the middle.
Okay.
Okay, we got your friend. Blood, please.
Hey, Babbitt.
Yeah?
Does he see?
Yeah, Babbitt can. Well, Babbitt sees like. Okay, so that's true. So Babbitt, you're sitting in the back of the truck.
I'm on top of the fridges.
Yeah.
In the back of the truck. Yep.
But so you were driving away and you stopped. So the back of the truck is facing the front of the van. So, but the back of the van that everyone just came out of is on the far end of the van from the truck. Car's in the middle, so she hasn't seen yet. All you see, I guess, are like several vampires on either side of the van, just standing there. So we're going to keep this in initiative order for now. So Babbitt, I guess, yeah, so Babbitt, that's what you see. Are you going to do anything?
You're going to let us have Mara, or these fridges are taking a tumble.
Mara looks up. What? I swear to God, Bill, if you damage any of that blood, I'm going to kill you. Babbitt. Sorry, I'm used to yelling at Bill. Usually dumb ideas come from Bill.
Achoo!
Oh, yeah, because Bill was the one who stole a bunch of blood from vampires.
You know I need the blood.
I know you need the blood, but it's not a great place to get it.
There are better ways to go about it.
Oh, name 5.
Not important right now.
What were the last 5? No. What were the last 5 missions we were on? We kill people.
Yeah, that's not good volume. Didn't the last vision... just over comms you hear NK going, the last vision we were on, absolutely nobody had blood. They were stone.
That's true.
Crazy.
But it's just... You know, Mara, you're lucky that we're here trying to save your ass.
Sure. I had this under
They
control.
were going to kill you.
Oh,
They were
yeah,
not
you had this under control.
No, we
so
weren't
much
gonna,
control.
I mean, we were gonna let her hang out with Leroy.
Gross.
Yeah, Leroy's gross.
Leroy's the worst.
I don't know, he's kind of cute.
Ew.
Ugh.
You have weird taste, my dude.
Yeah, she has a thing for Bill too.
What?
Ah, that explains it.
What?
Yeah, Bill, you had this explained to you in a previous episode.
I know, it never clicks.
So these vampires, we're gonna let you hang out with them, and you decide to steal all their blood from them?
I need the blood.
I know you need it, but you could have asked.
They're vampires.
Yeah. And
like,
quite reasonable ones, too.
That's like stealing someone's lunch.
Yeah. Maybe if they had extra, they would have shared with you if you were nice.
None of this is going how I expected it to. It's just Carr says that. It's like, this is very weird.
Welcome to my world.
Look, the point is, you are going to let us take Mara safely away from here, and you can have the blood.
Okay.
A proper drop like we, agreed.
Fine. Was never gonna actually kill her.
Well, you weren't going to give her back.
Oh, you know she would have gotten sick of Leroy eventually.
Dude, I'm sick of Leroy already.
We're all sick of Leroy. He makes Peyton really uncomfortable.
As Peyton should be.
Excuse me?
Just saying.
Wait, she can't hear you. You're not there. You can hear stuff over comms, but she can't hear you. You're in the fucking building.
What are you guys doing back there, by the way? Anything?
I'm making snarky comments over comms.
At this point, so there are like 3 vampires who are surrounding NK and Bill. Steve has come back upstairs with Peyton. Peyton looks like she's very unhappy to be awake. Guess we'll go back to Bill briefly here. Okay. You stay there. Don't do anything. Okay.
You want me to stay here and not do anything?
Yeah, go sit on the couch. I don't know. I'm waiting for... No, I'm... Okay.
Bill gets up and just goes to the couch.
Peyton kind of looks up and looks like she's talking to someone. Fine. Yeah, just stay on the couch. Yeah, at the same time that's happening, Kara looks like she's talking to someone without saying anything.
That's weird.
No, it's not. Steve just looks at you. It's vampires.
Yeah, I guess. That's fair.
The 2 of them have a link. It's very sweet, actually. You judgmental asshole. Look. You're the one breaking into people's places.
You're the one kidnapping my coworkers.
You're the one working with people who stole from us.
Do
you see that area in the corner? There used to be fridges there with blood for the harvest.
Oh, that's where the blood fridge came from.
Yeah. She took 3
we didn't know that.
Fridges. Okay. Just back to the parking lot in the weirdest climax of any storyline we've done. Which I feel like since we've built up to this episode after episode might not be as rewarding an ending, but whatever, it's just what's happening. Okay. Kara just kind of looks at... She's right here.
Okay.
She's fine. She's safe. You can see her. Let's get the blood off of the truck safely.
Okay.
And could you close the fridge doors? I know it's not super hot out right now because it's night, but, it's important to maintain that at a proper temperature for storage. So we need it for the harvest.
Yeah, what is the harvest anyways?
It's so... How much do you know about vampires?
How much do I know about vampires?
I don't... Okay, that's actually a really good question. Roll me a d10. Let's find out how much Raz knows about vampires. She grew up in Stormwood, which interfaces with the magical world, but she's not specifically a magic user herself, so roll me a d10.
2.
Okay. You think that you aren't surprised that they exist, but you know very little about them.
Yeah.
This whole thing has been unsurprising that there are vampires in Morris Halata, but you've never personally dealt with vampires before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what we'll give you. Yeah, the only bad roll was a 1, but it just also means that it's not really a good roll in this case. All right. So the harvest is an annual festival on the blood moon where we celebrate being vampires. And
Cool.
it used to be, in a more uncivilized time, we would probably wipe out a village.
Oh, yeah. Because you got a pretty big group.
Yeah, we would, roll up into a town, and, I mean, not me, I'm only 80, so, none of
You
these
look good.
guys. Thank you. I moisturize. None of these guys would, we're all younger these are all my, I'm the head of, I'm the master vampire. Not every vampire can turn people into vampires. I can turn people into vampires, and I can bestow power upon people. And if you point out that, yes, it's my fault that Leroy's a vampire, you're wrong. Leroy is hereditary, and he was raised by shitty, his dad's a shit. So he's not my fault. I got saddled with Leroy. Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, we're all sorry. Let me tell you. Anyway, so nowadays, instead of killing a bunch of people and bathing in their blood, we save it up for and before you go off on me, we are all about consent. We only need to take a pint from someone and every couple of weeks. So it's we just people volunteer, and that's Leroy's shitty job, is to find volunteers.
Oh.
Right. And so we save it up, and it's not all human blood. If it's in a mayo jar, it is probably pig's blood. Mara goes, God damn it! Yeah, you weirdo. Anyways, so yeah, it's for the harvest.
Cool.
And if we don't have it, then I get I don't even know what. Cause if we don't have a harvest, do you know how much status I lose? It's bad enough that I've been put in charge of Morris Halata. I got so
Yeah.
Let me tell you, this is what happens. So if you're ever at a party with an arc vampire, and you don't know it's his house, and you point out that the mural is really racist in his study, and you don't know, it's that's how you end up with his shitty son and being in charge of Morris Halata.
That sucks.
I was gonna go to Venice.
Yeah. Yeah, and in a place like this, a big festival like the Harvest would probably be the to-do of the year.
There's a goth club and a cafe in this town.
Yeah.
And I had to drag my whole troop of people here. This is just this town is really terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen the number of gross brothels in this town?
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty gross.
It's really gross.
It's really gross.
So yeah, I and my building, the building we have here doesn't even have a freight elevator. Have you tried transporting that many coffins up and down a flight of stairs?
Oof.
Oh, it sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, so how about you get some of your people to get the fridges, and I'll take Mara myself. She's not that heavy.
Okay, is that cool with you, Goblin, balancing precariously on top of the fridges?
Fine by me.
Okay.
Does he backflip off?
No, that could cause the
Yeah, that would be
fridges
bad.
Oh.
I mean, that was basically what his plan was. That was the sweet move he was going to do if he needed to.
Very good.
Okay, so like the 9 vampires of various sizes and genders all approach and start loading the fridges off of the thing and start carrying it off. Is someone of you going over tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm just like going over and grabbing her chair and all.
Oh, so you're not
even
gonna
like.
Okay, so let me roll something here. So are you like just gonna roll her in the chair, or are you gonna like untie her?
Oh, I'm gonna roll her in the chair.
Okay.
I'm not gonna untie her yet.
Well, as you begin to pull the chair, you discover that Mara has untied herself. And Mara is going to leap at Car. And it hits. And that does damage. She bites Car. Fully.
Where?
On the arm.
Okay.
Draws blood. What the absolute fuck? Mara smiles a slightly bloody smile. Oh no. Jesus. What have you done?
Did she do what I think she did?
What's happening? You hear over comms.
Yeah, what the hell is going on?
Peyton is back at the vampire hideout, wide-eyed. Oh, she just did the thing.
Mara just bit Car and drew blood, and it's in her mouth.
Are you real right now?
I think she's trying to turn herself into a vampire.
Is that how that works?
Is that how that works?
Yes, that's how it fucking works, Kara says, folding the slowly healing wound on her arm.
Wow.
Great.
Congrats on your new member.
No. She's not coming. I just rented a place in Beauregard, and we were going to go sneak off, and no one was going to notice that we weren't in Morris anymore.
Well, if you leave, then there's going to be this unsupervised vampire in Morris where you were supposed to be, in charge of. I don't know.
I guess I'll leave Leroy here for her.
Oh, come on.
Mara just goes, I was only spending time with Leroy because I thought he could turn me into a vampire. And to steal all your blood. You get to keep this mess of a human being. I don't
mess of a vampire now.
A vampire is a mystical state. Human being is still my species. Like, Greg over there didn't stop being an elf, and Ralph didn't stop being an orc.
I'm learning so much.
Not a different species.
Okay. Thank you for the lesson. I'll remember that from now on.
We're just cursed to walk. Okay, so like if I actually explain it, I'm gonna sound like Leroy and like an asshole, but like it's technically a curse. So good luck with that. Don't think she took enough to turn other people. You get a vampire now.
Excellent.
Cool.
The vampires load stuff into the van, and you hear every time one of the fridges pops back to, and the NK and Bill, you see fridges appearing in the circles with vampires hauling them and plugging them back into the wall. And Peyton just kind of looks at you, Bill, and NK goes, "You guys can just like go, maybe." Like we don't really have a like. Do you just want to leave?
I mean, yeah.
We got our stuff. It's fine, you know.
Thanks.
Yeah. There's the door in the back to the alley. It's weird that you took the gateway.
Yeah, kind of, magic stuff. Kind of curious. You know what? Never mind. I don't have to explain myself to you. I don't owe you anything.
Wait, did we not ever check to see if there was a back door?
No, you never did. You at no point looked behind the building.
Okay.
I don't know why, but you guys never looked behind the building.
Okay.
You saw the magic doors and you went, "Oh, what's that?"
Cool. All right.
There are magic doors so they don't have to go outside to go to the club during daylight, because vampires are weaker in sunlight. So yeah, it's for the record, the way vampires work in this game, they don't die in sunlight. They can be perfectly fine in sunlight, but their stats go to default fodder character in sunlight.
Uh-huh.
Like, as in, all of their stats revert. I don't care what their normal fitness and swiftness is or any of their gun stats. They go 3-3-1-1-1 in regular sunlight and can only take 3 damage and then are dead.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, it's.
I admit that's a very good way to do it.
Yeah. So if you ever,
I dig it.
if you ever end up playing a vampire.
Do we have to write this into the next rulebook?
It's in the expansion online already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's in the Legendary Beasts and Supernatural expansion online. I just added it
Okay.
there. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. It's it needs more tweaking, but that part's in there. So yeah, I guess you guys just make the trade and NK and Bill go out the back. I have all these
points to us for hyping up a huge vampire fight and then not doing it.
These guys can like fly. They have like superpowers.
Amazing.
And you guys just talked your way through it.
Which is something like I never thought I'd do, because I'm horrible at talking my way through things.
Yeah, usually it's Kel who does it.
I know.
Yeah. I channeled Gal.
Yeah.
Oh.
Raz and Babbitt together can pull off one Kel.
Yep. I'm sure, like, we go and, like, high five.
Yeah.
I was like, hell yeah.
And so now you've lost most of Mara's blood, and now she's a vampire.
Yep.
She still has the blood.
That's all right. She has the ability to get blood on her own now.
I know. Well, she had, you didn't take all of her blood. You just took the blood in the blood fridges that she stole from the vampires. So, should be fine. She has all the blood she collected before that.
Mm-hmm.
And all the stuff left at the apartment. And the stuff in the spaces you don't know about.
Yep.
And now she's going to be a vampire.
Well, I chuck her into the back of the truck.
Yeah, all's well that ends well.
And everybody goes home. Why not?
Goes home.
Christ, I had okay. I'm just gonna stop on the recording. Stormwood & Associates is a production of Nerd and Tie. You can find more information at nerdandtie.com/Stormwood. You can also find us on social media at Nerd and Tie on Twitter, nerdandtie.tumblr.com, and facebook.com/nerdandtie. This podcast can be subscribed to on anywhere that major podcasts are found: iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, and quite a few other places, and anywhere that takes an RSS feed as well. To be continued. Hey, while you're still here, let me tell you about another podcast on the Nerd and Tie Network. And that's Let's Be Legendary. Let's Be Legendary, the Fey Wild West, is a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons actual play game. So, an actual play game like this one, but like, you know, in a system people actually use in the real world. Set in a homebrew Wild West steampunk world, the Fey Wild West follows 2 people discovering what it means to be in a relationship, all the while seeking revenge and learning the truth of their pasts. Let's Be Legendary podcast is an LGBTQ+ podcast with both main and minor characters, as well as players falling under the queer blanket. A heavy RP game with a focus on story and characters. And you can hear it every week here on the Nerd and Tie Network, and you can find all of their subscription information and links at nerdandtie.com/legendary.